Hello awesome people, welcome back to paasolocreates video tutorial. In today's video we are looking at how to design a church flyer in Adobe Photoshop. Alright, so we are going to do this same thing in Photoshop. So without further ado, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment below on what you want to see next on this channel. So first of all, we will go to File, then click on New, and we are going to get a new document like this. And also we are going to use A3 for this flyer. So I can choose A3 here, or you can go to print and select A3. All right, then you can name the file over here and you click on create. Leave everything as it is and make sure you have the resolution at 300. Click on create and a new canvas is going to open in Photoshop for us. Now we can click on Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. So when we have something like this, we can just click on Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. Now, if you have been following me on this channel, you will notice that anytime that I start to design a church flyer, I first go by developing the background. So first of all, we can create a new folder. So I'll click on this to create a new folder, and then we are going to select, or with the help of the rectangle tool, we are going to make a rectangle just like this. So I'm going to draw the rectangle just something like this, okay? And then, but if you are using an older version, like maybe Adobe Photoshop 2021, 2020, you have to use the rounded rectangular tool, or otherwise, if you are using the later version like I am, the 2022, you just have to use only the rectangle tool, because we are going to round this area and we have to uncheck this link round edges, okay? So just click on it to uncheck it, okay? Then when you have it unchecked, we are going to click and round this down area, okay? So we want to get effect like this. You see that this place is rounded, okay? So we want to get the same thing here. So I'm going to round that area. But before that, we have to fill this, okay? And then turn only on the stroke, okay? Because we don't need any fill. So I'll increase the size of the stroke. So let's increase the stroke and see. This is too much. So I think 461 is okay. All right, then let's click and drag this one in, because we don't want to see anything here. All right, I think something like this is okay. So let's try and increase this to 480. So I will recommend to you just fine-tune in the small details to get the figure that you are looking for, and also the rounded shape that you want to have here, okay? So something like this is okay for me. Then I will select this layer and I'm going to add another rectangle, okay? So I'm just going to use this one to fill this gradient that we have. So we see we have gradients here. So I'm going to try to add the same gradient. I'm going to add this one also to the group. I don't want any stroke. And then this one too, I'll go to FX, and then I'm going to add a gradient overlay. And with the gradient overlay, we are going to use this gradient. So here is white. You just select white for the first stopper, okay? And the second stopper, you just use this color code. If you want to get the same thing, you click on OK, you click on OK. And also make sure you have the same settings here so that you are going to get the same thing here. You click on OK to apply it, okay? Next, I'm going to change the color of this. So you can select the rectangle tool and change the color. So let me pick a color like this. You can also copy the color code if you would like to follow along. And also guys, if you want the PSD file for this, please make sure you check the link, and I'll also leave a link for you in the description below to download the resource file that I'm using for this design, so you can also replicate the same thing. And also, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be part of the awesome family, okay? And also, guys, let me introduce you to the sponsor of this video, okay? So the sponsor of this video today is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform which is created for amazing people like you who wish to learn new things and many more that you can mention. Make sure you use the link in the description below to check out Skillshare. Alright, so next we are going to add the pastors of the program. So I have the images here. I'm going to leave this one in the description below, a link to send you to a place to download this same thing. I have already removed the background of these images, and if you don't know how to remove a background of an image, I'll put a link up above this video, or check the link in the description below to watch how to remove a background. So I use the pen tool. You see the pen tool is here, and I have done a full course on the pen tool on how to remove or make a selection or remove a background of an image. So guys, if you don't know how to remove a background in Photoshop, just like I have done here, please go and watch the pen tool masterclass video that I have done. It is a series, so please watch all of them, and I promise you that after you watch that video, you will be able to do the same thing that I have done here, okay? All right, so when you have your pastors in, just put them on a place that you think is okay. Then I'm going to flip this one. So first of all, just go to edit and select transform, and see, you can see flip horizontal, and boom, there we have it. And then let me move this pastor a bit up, and I'm going to scale him up just like this, okay? Then let me bring him a little bit down. I want them to be in line, so I'm just going to bring him a little bit down, okay? And then boom, you can see we have a problem here, so don't worry. All you need to do is to select your rectangular marquee tool over here, and then we are going to make a selection just like this. And then you see I have this layer selected, so make sure you have the layer selected. So if you want to see the layer selected, you can see we have this shade on it. We have this white outline on the thumbnail. So guys, we are going to add this add layer mask, okay? So hold down Alt on your PC, Option on the Mac, and click on this, and it is going to add a negative mask. Then we have part of the image hidden, okay? Then from here, Control O to fit everything to screen, and then we are going to start to bring in the logo of the church. Then from here, I'll go to File, and I'll bring in this logo of the church. So click and drag this one into Photoshop, and then position it on where you want it to be. Click on Enter to accept changes, and we can also zoom in. So you can use Ctrl plus or Ctrl minus to zoom in and zoom out, and you can scale your logo, okay? Ctrl O to fit everything to screen again. And then I will start to add my text. So I first of all have my present. With the help of the text tool, you can just type in your text or copy it and paste it if you have it. And I'm going to use this font. So guys, I want you to note down the font. If you don't have it, I will leave a link in the description box for you to download this font, or you can just search it on Google with a font name and you can download it, okay? Then I'm going to leave a space, so I'm going to increase the tracking. If you don't have this character panel, don't worry, go to window and click on character. So I'll just click on this, and it is going to open somewhere on the screen for me. Next, I would like to center this text. So to do that, I'll go to select all, okay? And then when you are on the move tool, you are going to get these options at the top here, okay? So when you have these options, just click on this, and it is going to align this one in the center for you. Let me do the same thing to the logo. align this one to the center. And then when you're done, you go to select again and you click on deselect, and boom, there we have it. Everything is centered, and there we go. Next, you can see we have this group. Let's name this one as background. Okay, so shortcut BG, and I'll give it a blue color. And then I'm going to lock this. Okay, so have this layer selected, and I'm going to click on this. So I have my background locked, so I can move freely on this canvas. Then also I'll select both of these layer, Ctrl G into group, and name this one as photos. Okay, so guys, please don't forget to like the video. It really helped me and help other people to also find content like this. And also pick up the contact that you can see on your screen or in the description. Contact me, WhatsApp me with what you were able to do, or tag me with your design on Instagram. I am paasolocreates on Instagram, so you can tag me with your outcome. Okay, then from here we are also going to add this text. Okay, so I'll copy that and then have my text tool selected, and I'm going to paste this one in. I'll be still using this font, and I'll change the boldness or the weight of the font. Okay, so I'll select my font, increase the size of the font, and I don't want any spacing between them, so I'll type 0 here at the tracking. And to align this one to the center, just go to here and you align this one to the center. Okay, next I'm going to make a duplicate of this text, so I'll click and drag this one to the plus here. Okay, and you can see we have 2 over here. Then from here I'll move this one down so you can see the duplicate was made. Then I'll type in my next text. So then with the help of your text tool, I'm going to replace the text. So Ctrl A to select everything, Ctrl V to paste over it, and then click on the mark to accept changes. Then from here I can increase the size of this, and also I need to move this one a bit down, so I'll unlock this. Okay, so I'll come here and unlock this one. Okay, and then with the group selected, hold down Ctrl and move this one a bit down. Okay, and I'll also select the pictures, or Ctrl Z to undo, select the group and the pictures and move them simultaneously. Okay, so I think something like this is okay. Then I can lock the background again and also fill my photos with this orange color. Alright, then I can make this text bold, and I can also make this one also bold. So something like this is okay. I'll select both of the text, and I'm going to align this one to the center again. You already know how to align a text to the center, so just do the same thing. Okay, I was just using some shortcut to put the text in the center, but you don't need to worry. Just go and do it the normal way. But the shortcut that I was using is this: Ctrl A to select everything, then center, Ctrl D to deselect. Okay, so anytime that you want to see a shortcut, when you come to the area where we have the text, you can see we have shortcuts over here. All right, so please, all you need to do is to spend some time here and position this one like the way you want. Okay, just position them the way you want, and then let's add the conference. Okay, so with the help of the text tool again, I'm going to paste in the conference, and then I'm going to have that one here, make it a bit bigger. Okay, and I will use the arrow keys on my keyboard to center them. I'll select all of them, and then when you are on the move tool, you will get this option here. Okay, so when you click on it, it will make the spacing between them equal. Okay, boom, there we have this. So I'll change the color of this. So I have this color that I want to use, so I'll just go almost up here, and select the color I would like to use for this one. Let me make it a bit darker and click on OK. This is too dark, and click on OK when you are satisfied with the results. Next, I'm going to add this type of design that we have here. Okay, so with the help of my rectangle tool, not the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, and let's open the design. Okay, we are going to draw a circle over here. Make sure you hold down the shift key to keep everything in proportion. We don't want any stroke here. Okay, and then we want the color here to be blue, so let's make a sample color of the blue here. I think this one is okay. The blue, I'll make this blue a little bit deep. Okay, so something like this is okay for me. Then I'll zoom in. First of all, align this one to the center, and then I'll make a duplicate of this. But before then, let me select all my text, and I'll move that into the text and infos. And then I'm going to give this one a green color shade. Okay, then let's make a duplicate of this, and Ctrl T for free transform. I'm going to reduce the size of this one and change the color of the first one to white. Okay, all right, so we can see this one is a bit flat. So what can we do to make it pop a bit? So what we can do next is to select the first or the white circle or the ellipse, go to FX, and then we are going to add drop shadow. Then we are going to have a layer style, and we have the drop shadow selected. So from here, we are going to add this effect. So you can see we already have some effect here. So here Photoshop is applying the last effect that I did. So I'll reduce the opacity almost down, and also reduce the spread to 0, and reduce the size a bit, and also I'll take the distance back. Okay, then make sure you have the same settings, so you are going to get the same effect, or fine-tune in these small details or these figures to get the one that fits for your design. All right, so then from here you can see we almost have the same thing here. So with our notepad open, I'm going to copy this with the help of my text tool, paste in the text, and then I'm going to select a color for this. So I want something like this, yellow. Okay, click on OK, and then select the ellipse. Okay, and we can align this one to the center. Next, I'll add my next text. Okay, so Ctrl V to paste, and I'll change this one to white. Then click on the move tool, Ctrl T for free transform, and I'll scale this one a bit. Then I'll align this one to the center. Next, with the help of the text tool, I'm going to paste in my text, and then let's make this one big. Ctrl T for free transform, and scale this one also. So I'll align this one also to the center, and let me bring this one a bit down because the space here is more than the space here. Ctrl O to fit everything to screen. Then boom, let's check this one. So you can verify from here that we are getting the same effect. All right, okay. So what I would like to do next is to increase the size of this because it seems a little bit small. And also remember to add the names of your pastor. So I have the names here. So this man is the host. So with the help of my text tool, I'll add my host, and then let's change this color to, let's say, black. Okay, then I'll align this one from the left, So something like this. Okay, do the same thing here. Align this one also to from the left. Okay, and then I'll bring this one near and I'll replace the text. Change this one to black. All right, then we can select both of them and also bring them a little bit down. So guys, make sure you spend some time here to position in the text at the right spot. Okay, then from here we are going to add the details of the program, like the time, the venue, and the rest. Okay, so I have my time here. So we will start with the date of the program. First of all, I will select my rectangle tool and I'm going to draw a line between this area at the center. Make sure this one is aligned to the center, and we don't need any stroke on this one, and we want the line to be black. Then with the help of the text tool, I'm going to type in my text and then position it where I want it to be. Okay, all right, so we are making the date as bigger as we can to make it possible or viewable to everyone. Next, with the help of my rectangle tool, I'm going to draw a rectangle just like this and make sure this one is aligned with the text that we have here, no stroke, and then I'm going to add a color overlay. So the layer style is open for me. I'll change the angle to 0, and then I'll open this one, and I already have the gradient that I would like to use. So click on it, click on OK, click on OK. Let's have our text added. So I have the time, add my time and position it at the right spot. Okay, and I'll change the text shade to white, and then I'm going to position this one at the right spot. This one is too big, so let's reduce the size to 1921. Okay, select both of them and I'll align this one to the center. Next, I'll make a duplicate of this, and then I'll change the color of the text to white, to black instead. Then I'm also going to change the gradient of this, so I'll double click on this gradient overlay to open the layer style, open the gradient, and then I have this also that I would also like to use. And also I'm going to add in my nested, so Ctrl V to paste, and I'm going to bring this one just here, change the thickness of the font to semi-bold, reduce the size of the text to, let's say, 18. All right, so just put in the figure that you think is okay for your work, and boom, there you go. You have the best, or the one that fits for your design very well. Okay, next I'm going to add the venue of the program. I'll make a copy of this one, and also I forgot to change this, so let me change this one. Then the venue of the program is going to come here. I will change this one to align from left, and then I'm going to position this one here. Okay, and I'll make sure the intervals between here and here is almost the same. Increase the size of this a bit, and then I'm going to reduce the boldness or the weight of this font to semi-bold, so that someone reading this one can easily read this very easily. And also make sure this one is aligned, so you can pick the ruler. If you don't have it at the top here, you can click on Control how to bring it or remove it. So here is where it's supposed to be, so I'll bring this one down. Then I'll make a copy of this shape, so Control J to make a duplicate. So that's another way to make a duplicate. Control J to make a duplicate. Then I'll zoom in and I'll click and drag the duplicate, rotate it holding the shift key to rotate in degrees, and position this one also here. Then I'll go to my source files and bring in these icons. Click on enter to accept changes, click on enter to accept changes. Then I'll select both of them, Ctrl T for free transform, okay. And I'm going to reduce the size of this one. Then I will replace that with my social media handle, okay. So please make sure you share your design with me on Facebook, paasolocreates, so I will be able to see what you were able to come up with, okay. Okay, so there is one more thing that I would like to do over here. So I will select the whole of this. I can see this one is a bit small, and I will increase the size, okay. So this is the theme of the program, so it needs to be big, okay. All right, so this is the final design of the church flyer in Adobe Photoshop. I thank you very much for watching the video all the way from the start to the end. I really appreciate it, okay. And also, please, if you want a design like this, you can pick our contact in the description below, WhatsApp us or email us, and then we can take it from there. And also, if you want the PSD file, I will leave a link in the description below. It is 3 shops, so just go through all the 3 shops. The one that works very simple for you, you can get the PSD file from there. And also, I'm going to put a link for you to download these source files, the pastels, and also the icons that I use, the logo, so you can also use it and price it along. It's free, okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. Until next time, keep creating, and also check your screen, the other video we pick for you to enjoy next. We love you.